Hello again, welcome to the Boundary Line. Welcome to Melrose. Quick turnaround this week, straight out of Good Friday and the draw, which we'll reflect on in a moment, at Widnes, into Friday night at Boundary Park under the lights against the former Super League champions Bradford Bulls. So let's get into it with the head coach Sean Long and assistant coach Joe Wardle. Let's start, gentlemen, with Widnes. A 5-match unbeaten run now. Sean, there was a lot of disappointment in the dressing room, which I quite liked. After a game like that, it was a game you didn't lose against an opponent who can be quite dangerous, and the players and yourselves all quite frustrated with how it went.
Yeah, I think we all was, to be honest. We were a little bit frustrated. I thought the effort was I never questioned the effort from the lads. It was outstanding. Just left it a little bit hard for ourselves at times, just with a bit of attention to detail. So yeah, we'll fix that, and obviously we'll work on a few things what we've been keeping on working on with, but yeah, it's just the beauty of sport, innit, and the beauty of rugby is that you can fix it up, 7 or 10 days later. That's the beauty of sport. So yeah, we'll kind of go through a bit of debrief with the lads now and park that, but we want to get better in certain areas, and then we'll try and do that in training.
Yeah, we're speaking just before the guys start training. The players have assembled behind us. That's the murmurings you might be able to hear. Joe, just going back into the dressing room post-match at Widnes, we won't, disclose everything that goes on in the dressing room, but there was an exchange of, a lot of your senior players had a few words after the game, which I really liked to see. A game that you didn't lose, but so many of the players were demanding more of each other.
Yeah, I think that just sets the standards that we hold of ourselves. Obviously, we're always expecting more, and we always want to be better each week. So, obviously, for the older boys that have been in the champ or at higher standards, and they know what it takes to do that consistently every week. They're willing to always constantly drive everybody else to meet them standards. And like I say, we're probably not firing all cylinders at minute. So, like when we do, everyone will know about it, I'm pretty sure. But like I say, it's just at the minute we're just ticking a few boxes that we need to get right, but then working on a couple of other areas that we need to improve on, and then yeah, I'm pretty confident we'll give a good showing of that this week, of the improvements.
I'll ask you about injuries in a moment. I know, Sean, you were really stretched at Widnes, which is why you were on the phone again to Matty Pete at Wigan trying to see who was available. You got Lucas Mason in for his debut, and I think our fans voted him man of the match with a poll afterwards. He went really well, didn't he?
Yeah, he went well, Lucas. Yeah, so it was good for him to have a run it with our lads, and he's got some aggression, the lad, which was good. And then yeah, it was a good hit for him, making his debut for Oldham. So yeah, I think like Joe touched on there, we need to fix up a few things, and lads are willing to buy into it, which is great, and looking forward to it. Looking forward to this week's training and the prep we have to play against a good team like Bradford.
On the injuries then, it's a really quick turnaround, which isn't ideal when you've got a lengthy injury list as you have. Are you likely to get anyone back? Ian Thornley would be the question I would ask, because he wasn't that far off last week.
Yeah, obviously we'll see how he gets through training tonight. If he gets through training, then he'll make himself available, which will be great. Because we're a bit light in outside backs, but whoever plays will have a decent crack at it. So yeah, be good.
Right, we'll build up to Bradford. Big night against the Bradford Bulls in just a second. Before that, I've also been catching up with some members of the behind-the-scenes setup here at Oldham. I've been speaking to our training assistant, Sam Doyle, this week. You might have seen a viral clip that went round towards the end of last season, where Sam, who has struggled in his adult life with a stammer, had the confidence to stand up and speak in the dressing room in front of his peers. So we'll hear from Sam, who I've been speaking to, but let's first of all remind you of that moment.
If you're part of a sporting organisation or a sporting team, I think everyone's commitment can sort of come under question, like including yourself in that, because you benefit from it financially. Obviously we know this man here, he's done everything he's done this year and not earned a single penny for what he's done. And I must say, Sam, I've never met anyone more committed to the cause, more selfless than someone that had actually, I know for a fact that I could bring you on a midweek and you'd do anything that I asked you to. just want to say from the lads how much we appreciate what you've done this year. Going forward, you're a massive part of what we are. We see you as a squad member, not a glorified water boy, as you call yourself. Yeah, you're special to what we've done this year, and we love having you around. And I know away from rugby, I'm proud to call you my mate. You've done a lot for us this year, and every single one of us is proud to have you as part of the team. So, got a little collection for you.
Thank you very much.
That's from everyone in here.
Thank you, guys. So saying thank you very much from myself to all of you. I'm not going to send you away back then. I'm really proud of you all. I think it, pushing forward, you've all given me the confidence when I needed it most. Thank you very much to every single one of you for what you've done this season.
So with our training assistant, Sam Doyle.
You're right.
Great to see you, first of all.
Thank you, George.
Tell us a little bit about your role at this club and how long you've been here.
Coming into my 5th season with Oldham now, and role-wise, I can pretty much say that I've done pretty much everything from joiner when the building was being built to helping Sean, Joe Andrew set up the field and run water and match day. And it's just been brilliant over the 5 years. I've learnt so much, met so many great people, and it's been an inspiration to myself to just carry on doing what I'm doing and just constantly learning. But I say if anything, learning with great people beside me, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I think you learn a lot about yourself by who you surround yourself with and strength in numbers, and I think you're a very good example of that, and the players and the squad all seem to really buzz off your presence as well.
Yeah, they do, yeah. I think a lot of them don't like the music on training nights and on game days, they're always turning it down, so it's probably something they would change. But apart from that, everyone's brilliant at the club and everyone's really welcoming. It's nice to see. So
when I ever turn up at training or on a match day, you seem to be the first person there and the last one to leave, turning the lights on, turning the lights off, opening up, closing down. Do you have I was going to say what's your normal day like, but is everything different? What's your match day like?
Match day, so I'm normally at the club around about 5-6 hours before everyone else is.
Wow.
And that's helping John prep everything, but I can't take that actually because John's always at the club before me. So as I arrive, John's pretty much done everything already, but it's just a case helping John set the kit up, get the waters ready, get the hydro drinks ready with Andrew, and it's gone from a small list. Now it's a big list. Now Andrew's come in because he's piling me with different jobs all on game day. But it's good. I enjoy being busy and just keeps me busy and say if anything, it gives you that bit of pride as well when the lads are doing well, because it's you know that you're actually doing something for them on the day, and it's really good to know.
And given how long you've been at this club, you'll have seen some real change over the years. So you must be quite excited about how the last 18 months or so has gone.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, started at the club and been quite fortunate actually with the club. Because when I first started, we had Matt Diskin as a manager, and then from Matt,
Leeds Rhinos legend.
Great guy, and it went from Matt and it went on to Brian McDermott, and Brian McDermott, one of my heroes. I learnt a lot of Brian, and then Brett came in with him, and it was really good to learn off them too. But I've never been, say a person, I've never been as excited as I am now about this current team that we've got, and what the. It's a team as a collective, the team as a collective, so much potential, and I just know for a fact they're going to go on to bigger and better things, and it'll be great to see.
And can I ask you about the little video clip that went out last season, which turned into a viral clip, didn't it, on social media? And you've been very open about your struggles with your speech and the trauma behind that, and how you've recovered from that. And you know, we had a chat, and you were happy for me to put that out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The response was just incredible, wasn't it? I think over 500,000, well over 500,000 people viewed it, and you've had messages from all over, from all kinds of different people.
Opened my phone one morning, like after the video, and I had a message request off Luke Ayling, who's a professional footballer, like offering his help. And
from the best team in the land, by the way.
Best team in the land. He's gone to Middlesbrough now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't mean Middlesbrough.
Still a great guy. Still a really good guy. But it was people like Luke Ayling and a few myself, like Alex Walmsley from St Helens, like offering his support. And it was just unreal, like the way like the rugby league community just comes around people. Say if anything, just like puts your arm around you, like when you're in that state of need. And I've had it from myself. I've had it from like so many people. Like when I need somebody, it's just so easy just to pick up the phone, and it might be 5 minutes on phone for it might be half an hour. And it just feels so good to be able to put that phone down, knowing that you've shared your problems with somebody.
Yeah.
And this has got you out with that. So it's a massive thing that I thank everybody at the club for, like not just yourself, like everybody at the club, like the supporters, everyone, just like great people, like really love them all. I always will love them all.
Yeah, you really epitomise, Sam, so much about what this club stands for, the motto "Stronger Together," and the personal triumph over adversity, and what we can achieve collectively when we all look out for each other. So, I guess as a final thought, how are you hoping that 2025 develops and pans out? What would make 2025 an even better year than 2024 was?
I think for myself, I said to my mum and dad at the end of 2024, I needed 2024 to feel I've accomplished something that then puts them dark days behind you. And then for the club to get to Wembley and like walk out Wembley with the lads, it'd just be like the best feeling in the world. And like it's another thing as well that puts like the distance thoughts like in the back of your head, just puts me even further and further back. So if we could get to Wembley, it could be unreal for myself, and I'd just be like really proud of the lads for like everything that they're doing at the club. So yeah, just seeing a team play at Wembley it'd be like amazing for me. So that's what I want from 2025.
Well, good man. You're a great guy to have around and to be around. And I know even doing this interview was quite a big step.
Yeah, of course.
And you've smashed it. So,
Thank you very much, George.
So well done, and
you,
we'll see you back here very soon.
Cheers.
Really nice interview, guys, with Sam, and he's a guy who's kind of omnipresent around here, isn't he, at Melrose and at the games. One of the unsung heroes, Sean, of this great club.
Yeah. Obviously, he's Oldham through and through, and he loves the club, loves the community, loves the town. I think he lives here. He lives over there in the huts.
Well, he lives here, isn't he?
Yeah. You just got him a bed and put it in. So he's here most days when I come in. So it's good to have Sam knocking about. Yeah.
And the players really respond to seeing Sam, don't they?
Yeah.
On a match day or at training here at Melrose.
Mate, he's the life and soul at the team. He's always got a smile on his face, always looking at the positive stuff. So, yeah, mate, he's a legend, absolute legend.
And there are many of those doing sterling work around here, both at Melrose and at Boundary Park. All right, let's get on to Bradford, and then we'll let you start training. How big a game is this on Friday night?
Yeah, big game. They're all big games. With the same points too. So that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for 2 points every week. So it doesn't matter whether you're playing whoever or one of the favourites in Bradford. Then it's going to be a tough game no matter who we play. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Joe, how are you feeling as a former Bradford boy? You came through the Bradford Academy, made your Super League debut as a Bradford Bull. Is that right?
I did. Yeah. Long time ago, what did I do? I came through there in academy. Well, scholarship, academy, then obviously I made my first team debut there as well. So,
what are your memories of that time?
Yeah. Obviously back then it was Bradford were just coming out of that era where they were really dominant for a good couple of years, and obviously they'd lost a few players. I think money troubles had hit them, but there were still good players there. Like I made my debut alongside outside Steve Menzies, so people out there, Matt Orford. So some really good players still there. So yeah, it was really good. obviously it's a club that I'm grateful for getting the starting, like my rugby career and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to go. Obviously, play against our team play against them again, and yeah, looking forward to it.
What are your memories as a player of playing against Bradford at a time when they were kind of one of the iconic names, weren't they, long year British Rugby League?
Yeah, they were awesome, weren't they? You know, the Bulls mania back in the day, they just went crazy, and they just had a powerhouse of a team. Nobby was coaching them actually.
As he is now.
Yeah. So there's some fond memories there playing against Bradford, and what a special side they was. It was outstanding for a period where you just couldn't touch them. So yeah, and they look like they're getting back to their ways again. So all good.
Do you think, Joe, we'll ever see that kind of Bradford Bulls side again? They like Oldham, have got aspirations to be back at the top of the British game. How far off do you think Bradford might be?
Well, as long as they keep doing the right things, then it could happen, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean? I say they're playing pretty well at the minute, so I say they're showing glimpses of the Bradford. So we're going to have to be on his game, and yeah, that's it. It could be an interesting battle.
The game itself, then, what should we expect for those coming to experience Friday night under the lights at Boundary Park? What kind of game, Sean, would you expect?
Oh, tough one against Bradford. You know, they're a big pack, quite physical, good spine, good back five. So yeah, we'll have a tough night, but like I said, they're all tough games. It doesn't matter who you play, they're all tough games. So we just got to come with the right attitude, just to tip in for 80 minutes, especially being a Friday night game. You know, you have a good win on a Friday night, sets you up for the weekend, and the lads go and spend time with their families, and you know, it's really good to be bouncing back here on a Monday after a win on the Friday. So yeah, looking forward to the game, and yeah, should be interesting.
I've asked you this a lot, Joe, but how big a marker would it be to get a result against a team like Bradford? Seems every week is a different type of marker that we might be putting down.
Yeah, but like Longy said, they're all tough. Do you know what I mean? So I think for us it's more on us, making sure we turn up with the right attitude. Obviously trying to fix up some of the stuff that we want to fix up from the weekend, and basically going after them. I think that's the big one I would like to see this week. As a defensively, just going after them, putting them under pressure with his D, then anything can happen from there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if we can do that, then I'm pretty sure we'll be sweet.
Final word then. Well, I know you're chomping at the bit to get inside, so apologies for stealing you away from your time with the boys. Final word for the fans, Sean. We had a GoPro actually set up on our travelling support of Oldham. I don't know if you've seen the footage. It showed them getting very excited when Mo Agora raced away before half time. Bradford travel well, you know that. How key is it going to be to hear some noise Friday night under the lights?
Yeah, he's massive. You know, new for us, new for the fans to come on a Friday night. But yeah, we're really looking forward to coming down. You know, it's going to be a great game, tough game, and you know, we can do your support, especially on Friday night and get a game. So yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully see some good collisions and some footy being played, some rugby being played. So yeah, all good.
I'll let you go. Thank you for letting me steal you out of the office for 10,
I'll make sure you get back
50 minutes. I know, I can tell. I was like, Sean in a bad mood. It's because I just nicked him out of training. I've delayed training. We need you Friday night. First game under the lights. Let's see how it goes. We want a big crowd, want big noise. Bradford going to travel well. And it's the Bradford Bulls, former Super League champions, against Sean, and a 5-match unbeaten run and a few balls flying our way, which means we're pretty much done on the boundary line. Buy your tickets in advance to save yourself £4, and we will see you at Boundary Park this Friday night.